Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly reading for August 28th to September 3rd. This is for Gemini Sun and Gemini Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional occultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Gemini. I do this because we are BFFs, and I want you to feel like it's a personal reading rather than a general spread. Lastly, Gemini, I use astrology because it brings a lot more clarity and depth to your readings. I already got Mercury retrogrades already for me. And I say we're BFFs because I'm Gemini rising and I'm in Aquarius, fellow air sign. Gemini, this week is going to be very interesting. I'm not going to lie. It is going to be a very interesting week. And I really want you to just pay attention to this week. There's going to be, this is the big week of the Pisces full moon. But before we even get there, if you saw last week's reading, I did say that the sun is going to oppose Saturn. That's going to happen on Sunday, okay? Or it has happened on Sunday. But this is a big challenging square. Opposition, sorry. Mercury's already messing with me. So here's the thing. That's the peak of it, but this is you will feel it for a few days after, okay, leading up to the full moon in Pisces. And so the sun opposed Saturn. The last time it happened was August 2022, August 14th 2022. So if you journal, if you want to think back to around that time to see what was kind of just the level of how challenging something may be in your life, if you journal or whatnot. But this is why I've been saying from the beginning of this month, from the beginning of your monthly forecast, to be awake, to be awake, to be awake. All right, be really aware this week or this entire month. This month is a month of breakthroughs, breakups, shake-ups, wake-up calls. So you could have had a lot of those. And this is the sun opposing Saturn is giving you a chance to really be in touch with your higher self. Saturn is all about restrictions. It is a taskmaster planet, the planet of tough love. So it is going to be it's testing you. Like I've been saying in all the other readings, imagine Saturn throwing a pie in your face. What are you going to do? Saturn is going to sit there and wait and see how you react. Can you keep your cool? Can you move forward from this? What are you, right? Because Saturn, in the end, based on how you approach these situations and how you maneuver and handle challenges and some of the harder things that come through life, Saturn rewards you, okay? All about karma, very big karmic energy. And so another thing that I want you to know is Mars is entering Libra. Now, if you did see last week's reading, I did say that Mars entering Libra is an interesting aspect. Mars is in detriment in Libra. Mars, the ruling planet for Aries. Aries, coming from Aries, the god of war. Mars is very aggressive. Libra is a sign of peace. Do the math. And so it's a very interesting aspect, but you can make it work for you. And so what's going to happen for you, specifically Gemini, Libra, that makes your other BFF, another air sign, this is actually going to be a lot nicer for you than Mars and Virgo. But even still, it's really just being diplomatic with everything. Things can get really fired up right now, and it's going to be in your 5th house, all right? So love, romance, pleasure, creativity, self-expression, even procreation. So it's great that Mars is in Libra. You're going to, when I say things are going to get fired up, we're talking rocket ship, okay? Rocket ship. Now, it's your job to make sure everything is balanced, that you're, if anything gets a little too aggressive, you're the peacemaker and very diplomatic about situations, and you do, it's being graceful around this time is what it is, okay? And it is happening, like I said, up until October. And so this is, when I say the universe is Saturn's testing you, the universe is paying attention, be aware, be awake this month. This is leading up to the eclipse that we have in Libra. Okay, October 15th. Obviously, we'll talk about that when the time comes. But hey, this is the big thing. So keep that in mind. So what happens from now until the eclipse? Like, keep your cool if things go a little out of control. Okay, keep your cool because remember, this week, it's particularly this week, with Uranus going retrograde the next day. That's 7 out of 8 planets retrograde. All right, so things may move a little bit slower than you would want. Now, the other thing is, as we know, Mercury, your ruling planet, is retrograde, and that is going to be until September 15th. Now, there is going to be a lot of activity in your 4th house. I'm not going to lie. A lot of y'all are thinking about moving. A lot of y'all are thinking about buying property. A lot of y'all are thinking about things that have to do with home, okay? If not your home itself, or moving, or buying real estate, or getting a roommate, family is on your mind. A lot of things with family, a lot of things with children. Okay, just think your domestic sector. So even partners, right? Partners. So keep that in mind. Again, this Mercury retrograde, Mercury goes direct on September 15th. This is right at that new moon in Virgo. So it's really interesting just how everything is being set up for you, and like going through these retrograde periods, really like grinning and bearing it, and then having these beautiful rewards. Okay. The other thing that's happening, obviously, is the full moon in Pisces. And like I said, the sun is still, I mean, it is conjuncting Saturn, but opposing the sun. I mean, it's still, we're feeling that sun opposition at this time. But what makes this full moon in Pisces interesting is Neptune is opposing Mercury and Mars. And so this just makes it kind of a confusing day. There's like this, you could have just like a blank face this day. It's just like, imagine that, right? For Gemini, right? Just speechless. But it is at this point, after what we've gone through, after what you've gone through, okay, for the past month, you should really have an idea of what you want by this time, by the time of the full moon in Pisces, okay? If not, a little bit of an idea, okay? A little bit of an idea. Huge spiritual energy around this. And when I say about have an idea of what you want, I'm mostly talking about career, okay? Career, public recognition, fame, honors, achievements, all of that, okay? Because it is in your 10th house. It is in your 10th house. So let's go ahead, and it is a very spiritual, it's like really go deep, okay? Go deep, have introspective moments this week. So with that said, Gemini, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you for the week of August 28th to September 3rd. Again, this is for Gemini, Sun and Rising. And if you know your birth chart, if you want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements, you are absolutely welcome to. But let's go ahead and get started. Gemini, I'm excited. All right. So, like I said earlier, Gemini, I do a traditional culture cross spread. It gives the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Gemini, you're amazing. Thanks so much for being here. You're good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whew. I did not expect this, Gemini. You are good. Okay? You are really, really good. That Mars in Libra you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You're going to be 1000% fine this week. Let's get started. You got the two of wands. All right, came up in your past. So, yeah, you have been planning things. You've been planning things. It's almost like there's this energy of like kind of like this itchiness. Like things have just been like, I need to shake things up. I need this to happen, but you've been planning. You've been planning, and you've been really diligent, and you've been really good about planning this next step in your life, putting things in motion, putting, just getting things going. All right, getting things going. But carefully. And a lot of it is also with the retrogrades. Like, it's almost like you had no choice but to like sit back and plan and reassess. And but it was really good for you. And like I said, this Mercury retrograde is actually a really good one. And I love this Mercury retrograde. Now, you got the Ace of Cups in the heart of your spread. Gemini, I don't know the last time you got the Ace of Cups in the heart of your spread, but this is amazing, okay? This is absolutely amazing. This is, I'm going to tell you something here, Gemini. First of all, aces bring in new change, new opportunities, new beginnings, new paths, new journeys. Cups, all about emotions, feelings, relationships, intuition. You're good. This is in the heart of your spread. And so when this card comes up, I want you to think about first, especially because Mercury's retrograde, which is a window to the past. I want you to think about the last time something brought you so much joy, it brought you to tears. Okay, it could be a proposal, it could be having a baby, it could be getting your dream job, whatever it was. It looks like you are going to have another moment this week. Something just so profoundly like rapturous, like intense joy and pleasure. That's what this is. This is nirvanic, okay? This is nirvanic. This is really, really just euphoric elation to a whole other level. You see the 5 streams representing your 5 senses. We call this the heart of tarot, all right? So I absolutely 1000% love this for you. There looks like there's something new coming through. Relationship's going to be a big thing for a lot of Geminis, whether work or career, but a lot of love. If you're single, for sure. If you're in a relationship, it could just be like taking it to the next level, but it really doesn't matter whether it's relationship or not. I want you to ask yourself when it happens, you're going to know it, okay? And so where are you looking for that moment where you're just like, cloud 9, right? Not even cloud 9, cloud 99, if that exists. But it's still very wonderful. I mean, even looking at your entire spread here, it is indicating love in relationships. And again, if you are in a relationship or partnered up, like taking it to the next level, it could be like marriage, like there's a newness to it, okay? But it could also just be a passion of yours or just something that's going to be really beautiful. Remember I said Mars entering Libra. It's such a beautiful thing. Such a beautiful thing, okay? It's, it's war and peace, but it's for you. It's in your 5th house of pleasure, love, romance, okay? Also creativity, self-expression. So a lot of self-love as well here. A lot of self-love as well. I'm also going to point one other thing out here. You see the dove at the top. The dove, it is the universal symbol of peace and harmony, right? Libra is, associated with that. But doves also mate for life. So it really is something that could be coming into your life where you're on the road to meeting your one or a one. A suitor, or yeah. Anyway, here's the other thing that's happening is you did get the Magician, but you got the Magician in the heart or in your challenge area. So 2 things that are coming up. 1, you really need to believe in yourself. If this is a week where you're feeling that Sun opposing Saturn energy really strong, don't let it like eclipse you out. You know what I mean? Like really, really like hold on to that strength and believe in yourself and believe that you can do whatever you want. You have to believe in belief itself. Okay. That's what, the Magician, I'm going to show you something here. Think about it, a magician. I don't even care if it's like from the 14th century when tarot came out, magicians that live today. What do magicians do? They make people believe. Okay. In order for them to do that, they have to believe in themselves. So You need to believe in yourself this week. All right. Second message that's coming up, and if you do that, then maybe we'll see you on the stage on America's Got Talent. I don't know where that came from. Now, the second thing that's coming up, Gemini, is that some of y'all, it's almost like there's this window of power that you have this week, but you don't know where to put it. It's like you don't know where to put your energy. You don't know where to focus your energy on. Think about that. Spend some time during this full moon, okay? And Pisces, spend some time thinking about where you want to direct that energy, all right? What do you want this in your life? What's this new beautiful thing that you want in your life? All right, spend some time thinking about that, because even though I said this full moon in Pisces is in your 10th house of career, that's really going to resonate with Gemini risings the most. And remember, full moons bring conclusion to something, like clarity to something. Okay, but it's Gemini risings are going to feel it the most, but all Geminis will feel it to a degree. But every Gemini is different, and it all comes down to your birth chart anyway. So I want you to think about where you want to put that energy. Is it career, right? Is it love? Is it romance? Is it confidence, right? So think about that. Now, you did get the Seven of Swords. Very interesting. Okay, don't take any shortcuts this week. All right. It's so funny because the Seven of Swords has come up in everybody's spread. So don't take any shortcuts. The biggest message coming through for me with the Seven of Swords coming up in the crown, looking at your entire spread here, is that's the biggest thing. Is like if there are some truths that come up this week, face them. Don't hide. This is not a week to hide, okay? The Sun opposing Saturn is going to be a little like, so just if it comes on strong, remember, grin and bear it. Make it through it. You're going to be fine. You're going to be really fine. All right? Now, what's really interesting, you got the Knight of Wands in the root of your spread. So, nothing's changed, Gemini. Nothing's changed except that you've been proactive. Okay? It's bringing you this Ace of Cups moment. And the reason I say that is because if you remember last week's reading, you got the Knight of Wands in the root of your spread. So, you're still going after the things that you want. Your heart's there. The things that you're passionate about, okay? But just direct that. Just know that you have this power, all right? Know that you can manifest whatever you want. Know where to direct that energy, and believe in yourself, and believe that all these things are possible, because you also got the Page of Cups in your future. Hello. The Page of Cups coming after the Ace of Cups? Yeah. New relationship? Yeah, 1000%. Hello? Yeah, big time. If you are single and you are watching this video, and after you watch this video, you go sit on your sofa and binge watch The Lincoln Lawyer or MasterChef or whatever you watch, you're going to miss out. That's all I'm saying. You need to instead call up some friends, go to the bars, right? Put yourself out there. Get on Tinder. Swipe right until your phone breaks. But yeah, Page of Cups coming after the Ace of Cups. Wow. So there is something new that's coming, and it's so beautiful and it's so glorious. And Gemini, you're amazing. You're amazing. Okay, this is absolutely amazing. Page of Cups. There you go. I mean, pages are messengers too, so a message could be coming through as well. But remember, cups, emotions, and relation. Like you get it. You get what's happening here, right? And so if you're not here for love, all right. If you're not here for love, it can be like the dream job that comes through. Okay, keep that in mind. If you're not here for a career, it could just be something that you're really passionate about, something that really stirs your imagination, something that you've been imagining to come to fruition. All right. The Page of Cups is very imaginative, right? He's got like super Pisces energy. All right. So remember, there is that full moon happening in Pisces. But let's pull a clarifier and see. Oh my God. So, once again, if you are single and after this video, you go sit on your sofa, you binge watch the last season of The Witcher, all these people out here, all the, fish in the sea, all your soulmates that are waiting for you, they're like, where's that person? Where's that person? Where's my soulmate? Oh, I see. They're binge watching The Witcher? Look at this. You went from the Ace of Cups to the Page of Cups to the Two of Cups. This is rare. You know this, Gemini. You know this. This is rare. This is the soulmate card. This is the true love card. This is the in layman's terms, right? Like the twin flame card. I don't even know what to say at this point. I'm actually kind of like speechless, which as a Gemini, you should know is very, like, that doesn't happen, right? That's, listen, you see the caduceus in the middle of in between them, okay? That's endured the test of time. This is the caduceus. It's been around. We see it in cave drawings. That's how old it is. And so it is, if you're into yoga, you know, it's that driving life force from the base of your spine to all the way through your 7 chakras to divinity. Like it's two serpents around a rod. This is, again, huge. This is major. Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, Two of Cups. This is absolutely major. Now, I do want to remind you, I've been saying the Two of Cups has been coming up. It always reminds me of Aristotle. He is the one who said, like, and this, we're going way back to like 4th century BCE, but he said love is composed of a single soul inhabiting 2 bodies. This is really that union, that merging with someone else. This is like, when I love, like, huge. And if you're not here for love, this can be partnerships in career. Okay? Now, if you're not here for that, this can be also platonic, like a new friendship, like a new BFF. Remember the North Node in Aries. When we had the shifting of the nodes went into your 11th house of your social network, your friend group, organizations you belong to, and whatnot. So it could also be platonically a friendship, something like really deeply, like Romeo and Michelle level, like huge, right? And then lastly, it's just a lot of self-love as well. Like, I mean, but still, there is this union that's going to happen. This is huge. Gemini, this is big, and you know it. You know it. I don't even have to, like, you know it. Okay? I'm very excited for you. I'm very excited for you. This is beautiful. Okay, let's get to your... I'm going to do a time check, too. Let's get to yourself. Let's get to yourself. Gemini, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from y'all. I want to hear from y'all. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so... Y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, so I am truly grateful. I really do appreciate it. All right, so let's get... Okay, yes. I'm not even gonna... Oh my goodness. Okay, Okay, the first things first. Let's get this one out of the way. You got the devil, but where the devil showed up in your spread, it's just saying anything that you know is not serving you well, like binge watching The Witcher and The Lincoln Lawyer, whatever show you watch, and not actually going out there and taking action to find love or romance or being creative or being self-expressive, everything. Remember, Mars being in Libra, you've got to... Okay, this is all about really, really just knowing something isn't serving you well and it's kicking it to the curb now, okay? And the devil represents everything that you think the devil would represent, okay? Addictions is one thing. Binge watching is an addiction. So drugs and alcohol, which is the most cliche, but hey, kicking it to the curb. It's even pessimistic thinking. It's behaviors, everything that, again, everything that you think the devil would represent, okay? It's surrendering all that. It's letting it go. It's not serving you well. Full moon in Pisces, closure, okay? Remember that. Really, really remember that. And it could have to be, you know, here's the thing. And we're all adults here, okay? Mars in Libra in your fifth house, remember I said it's pleasure. And so what else is in the fifth house? It's procreation, but also sex. Now, the devil is ruled by Capricorn, right? Capricorn is currently in your eighth house, all right? Death and rebirth, transformation, very transformative time that saying this is time to, your life is about to change if you can let go of this devil energy. However, the eighth house also rules sex. It looks like, looking at your spread, there is a sense of, if you, for instance, have like a, what's it called, friends with benefit situation, and you know it's not what you want, that's the first step, is to say, sayonara, okay, bye-bye, no more, because you're looking for true love. Look. When I say you're looking for true love, you're looking for true love. This is freaking rare, Gemini. Come on, look at this. You got the Ace of Cups, you have the Page of Cups, you have the Two of Cups, and now the Empress. Gemini, come on. The Empress. Ruled by Venus. Love. Romance. And, hey, if you're here for career, money. Venus also rules creativity. Remember I said that, imagination. Anyway, so the Empress, goddess, okay? Goddess here. We're talking a goddess, not a priestess, not a queen, a goddess, Aphrodite. This is Miss Universe here, and she lives life through pleasure, through passion, sensuality, sexuality. Yeah, sexuality. A lot of sexual, this is, come on. This is so rare. This is one of your rare. This is rare. This is like, love has no, transcending time and space itself. You are in for a treat this week, for sure. The Empress is pregnant, too. Remember what I said, fifth house, procreation. I mean, you are... but here's the thing. I'm going to show you something here. The Two of Cups, as opposed to the Lovers, which is, you rule the Lovers card. This is really kind of like a forming of new, right? The Empress, 3, all about creation, the birth of new things, okay? New. Page, ushering in that new change, right? New, right? And then the heart of your spread, the Ace, new. Remember what I said. Out of all the minor arcanas, the one that ushers in the most new change, new paths, new journeys, new opportunities, your life is changing, actually. And I don't use that term. I don't just toss that. It's such a dramatic term. I rarely use it, but look at this. Look at this. This is... so you also got the Tower. But it came in a part of your spread where it's okay, this is going to sound... So we're going to get really deep here. I'm going to tell you what this means. Some Geminis at this point, you've been going through so much, you're like, I do not want any more surprises. I do not want any more changes that are going to keep me like held back. I don't want any of that. I don't want to be surprised by anything anymore. I've gone through it, okay? There's other Geminis who are going to see it a different way. You're going to see it as a blessing in disguise. It's like some of y'all want this moment where it's like, okay, I've hit a wall. I need something to just burn it down, and then we'll build it up. And then lastly, you got the Knight of Swords in your final outcome. And so this card is actually ruled by you, all right? So it's actually Mars and Gemini, but interesting that you got the Nine of Swords at the end of it all. It's saying that, you know, there's so much goodness happening in your spread. It is so amazing. But remember what I said from the very beginning. You have to believe in yourself. You remember with the Magician in your challenge area, you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in belief itself. You have to believe that everything's going to work out for you. And if you don't, then it's going to be harder for you to reach the things that you want on your path to enlightenment. So there is going to be a sense of something that is, I'm getting more of like regret energy, something that you may feel regretful for, but it's not something you did, okay? That's the first thing. So keep that in mind. Someone could do something to you or make you feel really bad about something this week. And it could be like there could have been something in the past. It could have been a fight with a friend, or it could have been a breakup. But even still, there's something where just like, right? But it wasn't like, it wasn't you. So don't let anyone control your feelings, okay? Because it looks like there is a chance that that could happen. Now, we're going to pull some clarifiers. But yeah, you're going to be absolutely fine. There is going to be potential of... The other thing is that it may be that it's going to be hard for you to let some things go, too. During this full moon in Pisces, may be hard for you to let something go, but you're going to have to let it go. You did get the Hermit, and you did get the Three of Pentacles. So the Hermit, all about that soul searching, okay? And this is really great. I really love the fact that you got the Hermit during a week where, remember, that full moon in Pisces is very just like it's spiritual, okay? It's spiritually activating, all right? And that, you know, the Hermit is all about doing that soul searching. And the Hermit is actually Virgo. Remember, Mercury is retrograde in Virgo right now in your 4th house. So it could have to do with this right here. It could have to do with something like matters of home or relationship or family or children. And it could just, like, honestly, the biggest message is some sort of regret. Like, again, nothing you did is an energy that's coming through. But in the end, it's like after you do that soul searching, like, you'll be fine. You'll be ready to go. You got the Three of Pentacles. It's like back on your feet, working with people, bringing people into your life. Starting new projects. This is all about teamwork, actually. Teamwork, making the dream work. Remember what I said from the very beginning. You did have the with the lunar nodes shifting. There's moved into your 11th house of your social network and groups and organizations you belong to and whatnot. Also your hopes and wishes as well. But there is, with the 3, remember what I said about 3, it's all about new beginnings and the creation. So you're actually really great here. There is going to be something that may have to do, again, more with family-related matters or like children or things in terms of your home, something about regretting. But everything else is like golden, and just don't stay stuck in that energy. You know what? Let me give you an example of what that would be. Oh gosh, it's 30. Okay. So Just to give you an example, one of my friends who is a Gemini, she just bought a house and or she put yeah. So she basically bought a house, but she's a Gemini, and Mercury's retrograde, and there's already been like stuff that has been hard for her. And I'm not saying that, listen, I did make a video on things you shouldn't do during Mercury retrograde. Buying a house is one thing. If you do, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Just know that there may be some changes in communication. There may be some like regret energy afterward. So read contracts very clearly, okay? Read everything clearly. Don't miss a beat. Be very like eagle eye. That's what Virgo is, okay? It's very detail oriented. It's that eagle eye, okay? Really like Scooby doing it, okay? Just the Mulder and Scully really getting into it. But even still, that it could have to do something with like home matters or whatnot, but something outside of this. But even still, like this is absolutely amazing. If there is something that happens where there is something that's really hard and it makes you feel like a little like grieving or disappointed, or like you feel bad, or you feel that someone did something bad to you, or there was something that you do kind of like maybe there is regret energy. Again, that sun opposing Saturn is going to be really, really strong. Really, really strong. All right. But you did get the Hermit with the Three of Pentacles, so it could be a lot of home-related stuff or career-related stuff. But you see that it's all like once you like take that, like, what is it? The take a breath of air. Take a breath of air. You'll be fine. Do that soul searching. Have that moment of calmness, and then really know what you want, and really just be cool and come out of it. You'll be fine. You'll be 1000% fine. But the bigger news is what's happening here. This is absolutely amazing with the Empress. So there could even be someone that comes in your life that like makes all of this happen for you. You're like you're good. You're good. You're absolutely good. And Gemini, this is a very rare reading. This has never happened. I've never like the Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, Two of Cups, and the Empress. Come on, okay? So, and then with the Nine of Swords in your final outcome, I want you to ask yourself what that could be, okay? Don't forget, you also got the Devil. So something that you may have to give up, and it may be just hard for you. It just may be hard for you, but you do have to maybe consider it's time to get rid of this devil energy, okay? Something that is holding me back. But that said, Gemini, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. This went a lot longer than my timer system doesn't work. If you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Next week, I do your monthly reading for September, which is a very, very different month from August. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.